Alright Pisces, welcome back to the channel. Real talk. I thank you guys for showing up over here to check out the video. Thank you for rocking with me, Pisces energy. I do appreciate you guys for your support. Welcome back, welcome in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Pisces energy. Thank you guys for your likes, your shares, your comments. Most of all, Pisces, I do appreciate your support, but I also appreciate your patience, okay? I do appreciate you guys' patience. Pisces energy. I'm going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck. If you are new here, this is just a deck that is basically used for burning and releasing. So you would write down whatever comes out and you would set your intentions to release that negative energy, of course, and you would burn it, set fire to it, because fire destroys, right? And the most high mother and father, your spiritual team, you ask for help or assistance, however you want to say it, help, assistance, on clearing that energy, okay? So again, Pisces, welcome in. Everybody is not religious, everybody is not spiritual, so you put yourself where you feel like you go, whatever works for you, but I'm spiritual, so this is what I do, and I will continue to do it because I've seen it work. Experience is the best teacher. I have seen this particular deck. It do its thing. It works. All you have to do is believe in what it is that you need to clear. Believe and understand that it's real and you clear it. Okay? Pisces energy. Let's see what possible blockages need to be removed for Pisces. Alright. So we have all spell work rituals, black magic, evil eye, blocking spells, and all evil works done against myself and family or destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Wow. All spell work rituals. See, that's what I'm talking about. It take a ritual to break a ritual, right? So if you got negative entities, dark shadowed entities who coming after you spiritually, how else you gonna get rid of them? If you got rituals and people speaking negative against you and conjuring up these negative entities and these things are playing out in your life, in your energy, you need a positive ritual to put on that ritual of darkness so you can blot the darkness out, block it out, get rid of it, right? So all spell work rituals, black magic, evil eye, blocking spells, and all evil works done against myself and my family are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down, set your intentions, and burn it. Of course, in a safe place, Pisces. All blockages of my financial and material resources are now cleared in spirit and in flesh. All blockages of my financial and material resources are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So Pisces, we definitely want to block out any energies that could affect our finances and our material gain, right? So all blockages of my financial and material resources are clear in spirit and in flesh. I know for sure it's for somebody. It's not for everybody, but it is for somebody. So Pisces, past, present, future energies, only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Okay? Pisces energy. Past, present, future energy. Time is fluid as well as energy. Alright? If it's not for you at this time, that's fine. If it does not make sense to you at this time, that's okay. That means it's not for you. Some things can be for you, some things cannot. Use your spirit of discernment. Okay? Let's see what we have for you, Pisces energy. Let's see. We have the Nine of Cups coming out, the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, Pisces energy, King of Pentacles coming out. Nine of Cups also is Pisces energy. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Six of Wands, Leo energy, Nine of Swords, Gemini energy, and Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Pisces. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So basically, I feel, Pisces, that you had balanced your energies out here and you moved towards something that made you, or was supposed to make you, very happy. Okay? With the Nine of Cups, This is you filling your own cups. This is a wish granted for you. Wish fulfillment, right? And you balancing out the scales to get there, to enjoy it, right? To experience that energy, right? But you ended up having to block somebody, or somebody got offended because you went towards your wish fulfillment. And you may even know who this is, okay? Because it had you stressed out. I feel like you may know who this is with the High Priestess and the Nine of Swords, because at one point it had you stressed out, full of anxiety, okay? It may be someone or something that was your wish fulfillment that may have you a little bit on edge because you're not all the way sure about it, okay? But you're gaining that assurance with the High Priestess. You're gonna keep going and see, okay? You maybe have created boundaries to the point where you done totally shut yourself down or blocked out any type of love in your life, okay? Like you're overly protective. Possible. We're gonna see, okay? You have the Eight of Swords coming out, Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Star, Ten of Wands coming out, Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, along with the Page of Pentacles, okay? So you did all the juggling you needed to do, okay, Pisces? It's like you have an energy where it took a while for you to balance. You may have juggled finances, you probably was juggling money, work, emotions, thoughts, decisions. A lot of juggling in the past where you were having to make decisions, uncertain. There was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of energy of feeling stuck, unsure. Could I make this move? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? There was a lot of crossroad energies where you were at a fork in the road, uncertain, not sure, right? Trying to balance. But I feel like you gained that balance. Somewhere along the line, Pisces, you gain that balance. And I also feel like you headed in another direction. Like, just a moment, we're gonna let all the noise pass, okay? So Pisces, I feel like there was a imbalancement of a situation you were dealing with that possibly brought a lot of burdens, and it could have just been your life at that time. At the time, you may have just been dealing with life burdens, you know, just a basic part of life where you're trying to juggle your finances, you're trying to, you know, juggle work and keep up with everything, all your bills, your money. Yeah, there's a lot of juggling going on here, but there was also an energy of feeling stuck and uncertain. But it was an illusion. It wasn't real. But you had to see that first. And you also had to realize that feeling stuck and feeling burdened was a mindset. It was a mindset. And you figured, even moving forward, you took the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords. I wanted to say the Ace of Swords. So yeah, Ace of Swords is just clarity and truth. You were starting to see the clarity in your situation. Even though you may have been boggled down with bills and paying things and keeping up with this and keeping up with that and trying to juggle your finances, juggling work, juggling your emotions, juggling your thoughts, you know, being in your head, may have had some sleepless nights, may have had nights where you didn't sleep at all, trying to figure things out, which way to go, what's the best way to do this, what's the best plan. A lot of this went on for quite a while until you said, you know what, no, we're not doing this. I'm not finna do this. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make a plan. Okay, let me step away for a minute, come out of the illusion, right? And what you did was, I feel like you transmuted the energy. I feel like Pisces, you transmuted the energy and you said, instead of allowing this to burden me, let me take a step back, regroup, okay, 4 cups, and let me just create a plan. And within you creating this plan, it also calls you to create boundaries, okay? And with these boundaries, the boundaries even with self, okay? Like you may have budgeted, you may have made a plan to budget a certain way for a certain amount of time. You could have paid off some credit cards. You could have paid off some long overdue bills that were lingering, and you paid those off and got that done. Because a lot of this is given an overwhelming energy of needing to sort out life, needing to make decisions to sort things out, sort out the burdens, sort out the money situation, sort if you got unpaid debts, you need to sort that out. If you have things that need to be fixed, or you have things that's coming up that need to be paid for, taken care of, you're sorting that out. So what you had to do was make a plan. What you had to do was regroup. What you had to do was see the illusion in it, and what you had to do was go step by step. And what I believe you did, Pisces, you decided to start really, really small. Let me start with the smallest situation, and let me change it from the smallest to the greatest. Let me change it from the inside out. Let me go all the way to the back and start from the back and work my way up. Or let me go to the bottom and work my way up. Okay? So I feel like you decided, I'm going to drop the burdens. I'm not going to overthink this. There's a lot of decisions you may have had to make. There's a lot of things you may have considered to be your wish fulfillment, but some of it you may have felt like it was out of your reach. But what you did, you decided to drop the burden. Let me balance out my emotions. Let me see what is logically making sense right now. Let me make this make sense. Okay, Pisces? So wish fulfillment for you is being able to get things in alignment, get things under control, deal with the priorities, what's most important, making a plan to take whatever steps, right? And I feel like you just slowly made that 8 of Swords energy disappear. Slowly. Because what you did was you took and removed 6 of those swords from the 8 of Swords, and you detached from the burdens. That's 3 of Swords. That's 3 of them swords of the 8. You detached from the burdens, right? But then you also took 6 of them swords and decided, I'm going to move on. Okay? Now, out of 8 of Swords, you take 6 away, that's 2. I feel like there's an energy of detachment here, but there's also an energy of, at first you was indecisive, but now you've decided. Okay? So out of the 8 swords, you took 6, and you decided to move on away from whatever was feeling chaotic to you, whatever was feeling imbalanced to you, whatever was feeling like it wasn't your wish fulfillment, whatever felt like a burden. You decided, I'm going to move on from this, but I'm going to take the time to make a plan to take the necessary steps to go toward what will make me happy. Let me do these things that is going to sort out my situation, sort out my little dilemma I'm having here, right? And you did that. You worked on that. You balanced that. You dropped the burdens. You didn't want to carry the burden. You dropped the burden. Okay? And some of y'all, this could also have to do with love, where you decided to completely dismiss yourself or separate yourself from any energetic feelings of a person. You decided to do away with any illusions, do away with any indecisiveness, and do away with any energies of being imbalanced. Okay? You weren't interested in any person that wasn't interested in what it is you were going forward toward with the 6 of Swords. And it's just you being happy to drop the burdens and move toward peace, move toward stability, right? Calmness, right? Move toward what it is that will make you feel more fulfilled, okay? And along with that, you will create blockages, or I would say boundaries, but those boundaries could possibly block out any 8 of Swords energy, 10 of Wands energy, right? And so here is like an energy of feeling a little discontent, okay, or boredom, because it's like you're ready to do something, but you're not able to actually do it just yet. But at the same time, you know what it is you want to do. You know that you've made a decision to do it. And you don't want to make a move until you know the move is right, right? Or the time is right. So I feel like you may have also created boundaries though with a person, okay, Pisces. It's possible you could have made also set boundaries with a person, and you've taken action on those particular boundaries to put your foot down and say, you know, I won't accept less than what I deserve. I will walk away from anything that no longer serves me, anything or anyone, and I will not allow any illusions. Okay, this is you setting a perspective. This is you setting, you know, the priorities straight. You setting the stage here as the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, Pisces. Very loving, very nurturing. You're learning to pay more attention to your intuition, follow your intuition, and do what makes you happy, but also take a stand when someone's not trying to treat you right, or, you know, you take action on what needs to be done when it comes to self. It's you being action oriented, okay? And yes, standing up for yourself if you deal with someone who you know, potentially show an energy of not treating you fairly. But it's possible here, Pisces, you have a Taurus coming in who can also contribute to your healing, your come up, your frequency, right? And the decisions that you have made. You may have someone coming in who may be new, someone you do not know, but this person carries an energy of healing on them, Aquarius energy. Okay, this person is probably someone who's well known. Okay, what you did was, it's like you took a leap of faith in the past, Pisces. Regardless of what things may have looked like, you may have felt like you had nothing to lose and everything to gain, but you wanted to make a move that you've never made before. You wanted to do something that you've never done before. Page of Pentacles, something new, right? And I feel like you invested in yourself, and you planted those particular seeds for something new to start in your life. That's how I feel. Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, that's 8 Pentacles. That's you focusing on what it is you really truly want. So I feel like you're focusing on yourself, right? And I feel like you're also tying up loose ends, right? Anything that needs to be dealt with, whether it's people, places, or things, or situationships, you are putting things in order. I feel like someone here could be closing out contracts, soul contracts as well as physical contracts, tying up loose ends as in paying off debts, paying off credit cards, paying off old bills. If you owe anything, if you owe anyone, I feel like there's an energy of here of you doing something you've never done before, going in a direction you've never experienced before, but willing to do it. Happy about it. Happy about exploring, okay? Happy about the newness of life. Happy about starting fresh, doing something different, whatever that is for you, okay? Very, very intentional here when it comes to change, and also focusing on what it is you truly want. And I feel like you basically just decided, I'm letting go of any burdens, I'm tying up the loose ends, I'm getting rid of this, I'm getting rid of that, getting rid of this person, getting rid of this situation, that person, that obstacle, this burden, whatever it is, you're doing away with it, you're tying up loose ends, and you're moving on from it towards what it is you really truly want. Temperance, having a lot of patience, but balance. This is what is bringing more balance. And so that could also be attracting someone to you. You have new opportunity in love here. Something new that you're going to love as well. Yeah. Okay, so Spirit could literally be bringing someone that's of authority, someone that is very financially independent, someone who is in boss mode, right? Who has the potential to be a great partner for you. Okay, someone who may think very logically, right? Who's possibly a fixed sign. Aquarius is showing up, and Taurus is showing up. Those are two fixed signs. Okay, but this person has a lot to give. They have a lot to offer, and they are very respectful. And it could be something you've always wanted, but uncertain about when it shows up. Then you have an Emperor here. So this is either you taking your power back, Pisces, or this person is the person for you, because they're showing up as the King of Pentacles. They're showing up as someone who is authentic, someone who is trustworthy, very stable mentally and financially and materially. They're stable. They're earth sign. Someone who's down to earth. They are an authority figure, but they're very fair, very disciplined, and very structured. And this may be something that may scare you when it comes in, because you may have felt like, I've been wanting someone on this level, because this is the level you on, right? You're on the frequency of stability, discipline, planning, getting rid of things that don't serve you, going towards what it is you truly want, living in your truth, being authentic, right? So you want someone to match their energy. You may very well have someone coming in to match that energy, and it's going to show you. You're going to be very clear. It's going to be very clear. But are you going to be able to accept it? Like, are you going to, go with it? Okay? It's like a clearing out. There's an energy to where you're clearing the air. Okay? You're clearing. There's a lot of swords here, so there's a lot of thinking going on. You're clearing the air, dropping out, getting rid of the old, dropping the old, getting rid of the old, clearing out the old, whatever you want to call it, to make room for the new. And boy, do you have newness coming in. Temperance, High Priestess, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah, a lot of distractions. And see, this is part of the burdens that you drop too, distractions. But you have to where you are very focused, and you're going to have someone who's focused on you, or they already are. And this person could be an earth sign or an air sign. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles energy. And the energy that takes a very long time to come around. A very long time, 22:44 on the clock. It takes a long time for this energy to present itself. Very long time. But when it comes around, it's very solid, very promising. Okay? Four of Pentacles. Now, you could possibly, Pisces, be holding back when this person comes in, because you're going to be uncertain. You're not going to be sure. You're going to wonder, is it real? Is this person too good to be true? And you may experience some type of an awakening when this happens. You may go through an energy of an aha moment, which is going to show you lots and lots of clarity. You're going to get a lot of clarity and truth. When this person comes in, you're going to know. But it may scare you that this person could possibly be for you. It may very well scare you that this person can be for you. Okay, but this is like your truth. This is a part of your truth. Okay? Yeah, stability. See, you're coming into some stable connection with someone. It could be an earth sign, could be an air sign. And it may put you in a little bit of mental conflict, because you're going to be like, is this real? Is this true? Communication, things happening quickly. Tower. Yeah, because it's like an intervention for you. It's an intervention. It's a good tower. Okay? And the tower you experienced in the past was a tower that told you, hey, you need to drop all this, drop all that. Now drop this, now drop that. Only do this, only do that. Make plans to go this way. Drop this illusion. That's not real. See, Pisces energy, High Priestess, you begin to see and understand this is what's good, this is what's not. Drop that, drop this, take that, go this way. Six of Swords. Come out of that Eight of Swords, that's an illusion. Be decisive. Right? Be very clear about what you want. Now, Six of Swords, move on. Okay? Coming out of the illusion and moving past the illusion. Moving past the conflict. You see what I'm saying? Emperor and Empress energy. So, we have divine counterpart, if you ask me. Masculine and feminine. So you could very well have a counterpart coming in now that you're balanced. And this is probably something that will probably scare you up a little or blow your mind. Okay? Shock you. Because Tower is about shock. It's something that you didn't expect. Very unexpected. And you could be in your Empress energy, male or female, and you could have an Emperor coming in, which is his Taurus. Okay? In Emperor mode. Okay? And you could be an Emperor, and you have an Empress coming in. Okay? Energies. We're talking about energies. Yeah, celebration. Because you get past the illusions. You walked away from illusions. You walked away from deception. You walked away from a lot. You had the strength to overcome quite a bit. But you know what, Pisces? You win. You're still the winner here. Okay? And you're going to get quite a bit of attention. You and this person, too. Or this person could come in giving you quite a bit of attention. Okay? No more scarcity mindset. No more lack. But you do have people that may feel left out of your energy. No doubt. See, you've made a decision. No more crossroads. You've already made the plan. You know where you want to go. You've already done it. Well, you had to. I feel like if you hadn't, it probably would have drove you nuts. If you hadn't made a decision here in the past to move forward and drop all these burdens. But I feel like you're tying up loose ends. And it's like, because you're tying up loose ends, because you're getting yourself together and you're balancing things out, because you're taking the time to do that, Spirit is going to bless you with someone who will now match your frequency. Okay, Pisces? Yeah, solitude, hermit, spiritual wisdom and knowledge and downloads. Three of Pentacles, working with someone. Yeah, building with someone. Someone is coming in for you to build with. This King of Pentacles is coming in. Truth, this is judgment again. Truth, twice. Judgment, twice. It's definitely an awakening. Epiphany, awakening, but you see, it's going to be very clear. Very clear. There's a lot of spiritual wisdom and knowledge that you're awakening to as well. This person is going to match your energy. That's what's so good about it. They're on the same frequency as you. Emperor, Empress energy. They're on the same frequency as you. You're on the same page. Again, people are feeling the loss of you. People are feeling left out by you, Pisces. Bottom of the deck, see, because you're spiritually elevated. You're receiving downloads, spiritual wisdom and knowledge, messages and things like that. Okay? That's why you ended up dropping this burden. That was a spiritual intervention. That was a tower. Somebody became very overwhelmed and you just dropped it. No, I can't do all this. Wait, I gotta make this make sense. Let's put this in order. Let's go step by step here. Let's step back for a minute. Regroup. Right, Pisces? Regroup. And now, because you've taken the time to do that, and because you've raised your vibration and you walked away from a lot of things, people, situations, illusions, you're filling your own cups, that's the reason why you are attracting, okay? You are attracting in a counterpart. And it's going to blow your mind. You may have always wanted this, but didn't expect it. The Tower is unexpected. That's something that's unexpected. But you're going to be holding back from it because you're not going to realize this is what you manifested. Seven of Pentacles, you've planted the seeds to receive this. And the Page of Pentacles, this is something new for you. This is something different, but you're going to love it though. Right? And you can trust it. And by you being focused on you and focused on putting things in order and getting things straight and going in alignment here, you're definitely attracting in this counterpart. Emperor, Empress energy, Taurus, King of Pentacles. This person is going to contribute to building with you. This person is going to contribute to what it is you really want and need. They're going to contribute to your needs. They're going to contribute to your life. They're going to contribute to your healing. Okay, Pisces? And so I hope the messages were helpful. And I hope that it was clear for you. Okay? And again, guys, I do appreciate your support. And overall, I appreciate your patience. Pisces, Inner J. It's happening quickly, Pisces. This person is respectful too. They're going to have very much a high level of respect for you. And they're going to treat you fairly. It's not going to be one-sided. Don't worry. Some of you are worried because you're like, is this real? Is this person for real? Is this real? Or is this just, an illusion, another one of them illusions, because you done fought off all the illusions, right? So you're trying to make sure you stay away from that energy. Okay? All right, Pisces. It's like I don't want to let y'all go here. Celebration, this is a good thing. This is good. I'm going to let y'all go here. But this is good. Accept the new love. Accept the love. See it. Accept it. Give thanks for it, whatever. Be grateful for it. But this is something I feel like you've always wanted. And now, wish granted. Dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. Take care, Pisces.